Good day, my friends, and welcome to my channel. It's day 2 in the challenge of Junk Journal January, and the prompt today is envelope. I mostly these days do my own envelopes because I think it's fun to do something of my own. So I did this envelope some time ago, and I like the size of it. It's a bit different. So I have made a little template of it. It's called mall in Swedish, and it's a bit big, so an ordinary A4 paper is too small. So I was looking around. I didn't have any fun A3 papers that were colored or done. So then I just realized I had my paper that I use when I paint. It's a really strong wrapping paper, brown paper. You can also use a paper bag or maybe some wallpaper that is big enough, or a newspaper. So use what you have and make your envelope and have fun. So I'm going to just draw around this and cut it out, and then we can continue and make it a bit more fun. So the envelope is cut out, and I'm going to work on the back side where I have all the painting and roughness. And I'm going to collage on top of this, and then I will do some painting, I think, and some sewing. And then I will put it in as a flip into the journal. So I will just put on all my pieces of scraps, or at least as many as possible, to get rid of them. And as this is a junk journal, I'm trying to use old stuff that already is on the way to the bin. So I'm going to do this part, and I will speed it up a little bit so you don't need to see me do every little piece of the collaging. You all know how to glue things on top of each other. So let's start. I'm not going to think so much about which way the text is, or if it's upside down, or if it's a mismatch in the pattern or something like that. I'm just going to glue everything down and then cut back the shape again. That's the easiest way to get everything down. And I'm using old book pages. I'm using scraps from painted paper I have made for other collages. And some pieces of embossed papers. Everything is glued down, and I have cut off the excess that was left when I have put everything in place. So to keep everything down and also make a little background for the color I want to use on it, I'm going to put a thin layer of gesso on top of it. And if you don't have gesso, you can use matte medium. You can use white acrylic paint that you put a lot of water in, so it's almost transparent. Just a really thin layer, so you can still see everything, but it has this kind of base for the color to go on and make sure that the color is soaked up properly when I'm going to paint on it. And I'm trying to keep it thin. So I'm dipping my brush into some water first, and then dip it into gesso and then into water again. That way I'm pretty sure that it's not so thick. I still want all these beautiful papers to be seen. This is perfect. It's also gluing those parts that possibly isn't glued down properly when I have done the collaging. So then the gesso will make sure that it stays in place. Okay, I will dry this and then be back with the next step. The gesso is dry, and as you can see, it is a little bit lighter, so now when I paint on it, you will be able to see the colors clearly. So just some flowers, I think, something simple that we all can do. So I'm going to use my watercolor. Sorry, I had to stop and get my water. It was halfway to my craft room. Okay, so I'm just going to do some roses and some petals, and as always I'm going for the blue. Just making some brush strokes that will kind of looks like a rose petal. And then I'm going for a bit of sap green. And putting it a little bit of black in it to tone it down a little bit. Putting in a little bit of greenery in the middle. Checking where I have my fold. And now you can see that it's no problem to paint on this. Goes really smoothly to get everything down. I'm taking a little bit darker color, more black into the green. And then I'm going back in and making them a little more in different colors that makes them a bit more realistically looking. Don't think so much about how it looks. Think about how you feel and how fun this is. So now I'm doing the same with the blue. I'm taking a bit darker color and less water on my brush, and I'm going in and defining a little bit of the petals to make them more dimensional. They are almost dry, so this way I can get it to float a little bit, but not too much. Some of it will go into the other color and some of it will stay dark. And then I'm splattering a little bit of water to make them move a little bit. And I'm taking some more blue and making some splatters. So back in a minute. Little bit of scribbling a fake address. So that will be the front part of the envelope. And on the little flap that we open it with, I want to have something more, a little bit of romance, I think we can call it. This is just 2 pieces of textile that I have shaped as hearts. then I need to make some holes. Going to do a little bit of embroidery on these. I don't have time to wait until it dries, so I'm going to try to do this anyway. Was an unnecessary big knot, so I think I will do another one. I don't want it too bulky when we are going to have it on the inside of the flap. So I have glued it together and put a piece of these old-fashioned photo holders as a little closure for it. It will be a bit easier when I have ironed this one, so it's a bit more flat. It will keep it down. And then I thought I want to have it kind of a bit floating, so I can put it anywhere I want in the journal. So I have taken a piece of linen and just done some simple embroidery on it, and I'm going to attach that to a safety pin. And then I'm just gluing it together like that. And then I'm going to put this on the back of this piece like this. Kind of like a little holder. Maybe we try to put it straight like that. So then you can just open your safety pin and put it wherever you would like it in the journal. Simple way to have it floating around, and you can use it on different pages. So that was my contribution to the junk journal January. Why can't I say January? Junk journal January prompt number 2 envelope. Hope you got some inspiration and want to try to paint some beautiful roses. They are always nice to put in any of your craft. So that was all for today, and I will see you soon again. Bye bye from Sweden.